Alright my dudes, welcome back to another Pokemon Showdown video, and in today's video we have a team of Ultra Beast that, well, some of them have 5 moves. So this is the broken record format where you can give a Pokemon a TR and it will have that move as a 5th move. So we'll go over the team here. As you can see, for Guzzlord starting off, I gave it the move Scald because I decided that I wanted to try and build a tanky Guzzlord who can just stay on the field and be real annoying with Stockpile, Substitute, Dragon Claw, Toxic, and Scald. Basically just trying to bulk out the opponent a little bit. Next up on the list is Buzzwole, who I gave the TR for Dragon Dance to, and then alongside Dragon Dance we have the moves Drain Punch, Dual Wing Beat, Leech Life, and Ice Punch. Just a real setup bulky sweeper here. Third on the list we have our first Pokemon who is not holding a 5th move, but instead has the classic Power Herb, Meteor Beam, Sludge Bomb, Thunderbolt, and Clear Smog set. Clear Smog will come in very handy for the other people who try to use setup moves to remove their buffs, and also we can pretty easily sweep with the combination that is Power Herb and Meteor Beam. Fourth on the list we have Zergatry, who I decided to give the move Earth Power to, who has Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, Energy Ball, and Calm Mind. This is really meant to beat tanks in an easier sort of way because we can Calm Mind to raise our special attack and special defense, and we have a wide variety of types of moves to use. Fifth on the list we have Blacephalon, who is holding the Choice Scarf so that we can outspeed people who might be a little bit faster than us and get off a Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, Psyshock, or a Foul Play. Just in case somebody switches into us and they get a stat boosting move up, we can probably still outspeed them with the Choice Scarf and max speed, and then hopefully maybe even do some sweeping with Shadow Ball or Flamethrower there. Last but not least on the team, we have Celesteela with another bulky set of leftovers, Leech Seed, Protect, Air Slash, and Toxic to try and be on the defensive side yet again. So I played 3 battles with this team, and I won the first 3 battles, so I figured this team was ready, but this team should not work. Like, there are a lot better Pokemon to give 5th moves to, and we'll see that here in a second, but you know, it works sometimes. So on this team, we have a lot of interesting Pokemon on the enemy team to give 5th moves to. Let's go ahead and see how this plays out. So I start with Setup Guzzlord, and they start with Regigigas, and I'm thinking Regigigas Slow Start can't be that bad, and then I realized that Skill Swap is actually a TR, so it Skill Swaps off its Slow Start onto me as Guzzlord, and now we have a Beast boosting Regigigas on the field, which is not good for me. I try to stockpile a little bit in order to reduce the amount of damage that this thing is doing, but I'll admit that I kind of made a big mistake there by going for Substitute one too many times, and I also used to have Thief on Guzzlord, which I realized was a bad idea, because I figured, like, if it has a TR, then I could steal the opponent's item, but everybody else in this format is also going to have a 5th move. Thankfully, Buzzwole is able to come back in here and save us a good bit with Drain Punch that will KO Regigigas, so now we have a successful Dragon Dance off and a Beast Boost on our Buzzwole. We do about a third of the damage to the Clefable, but the Clefable goes for Iron Defense, so I decided to switch into Nihilego, which I don't think the Clefable can hurt very much. Go for Sludge Bomb. Or faster, the Clefable doesn't have any special defense buffs up. We get our speed buff off. And then seeing the Melmetal come in, I'm expecting a Ground-type move, but it actually goes for Agility for whatever reason. Melmetal goes for Thunder Punch to Celesteela, but we're going to stall out the Melmetal for a little bit with our Leech Seed. They decided to go into Lurantis to counter, but I decided to go for Air Slash to try and get the flinch on the Melmetal, so they take a little bit of damage. We miss Toxic, and they get off a Substitute. And then, once we Air Slash down the Substitute, they go for Overheat, but thankfully the Overheat misses, which is actually a really interesting 5th move to give Lurantis, because it would get a special attack buff instead of a special attack drop off of Overheat with Contrary. But after missing their Overheat, they just kind of give up, and that's the end of that battle. So if you thought that last battle was short, this battle ends up even being much slower. They lead with Tapu Koko, I lead with Celesteela, seeing that they have a lot of things that can hurt Guzzlord on the enemy team. They taunt Celesteela, knowing that it might be a setup Celesteela, which it is. I try to Ice Punch Tapu Koko down for a little bit. I assess the threat and then finally go back into Nihilego, which prompts them to switch into Blaziken. But thankfully with Nihilego's Meteor Beam and the ability to go first, we OHKO the Blaziken, get our speed buff off, and now we're in a pretty good sweeping spot. I use Thunderball and Urshifu with my speed buff. wasn't able to outspeed me there. And yeah, that's the end of that battle. Alright, this battle actually goes the entire way through. I lead Nihilego, seeing that Nihilego can deal with a lot of threats on the enemy team. Go for Meteor Beam right into that Alolan Ninetales, doesn't really know what it's doing on the field there. Pelipper comes in order to set up the rain. I go for Thunderbolt on Pelipper, but that was basically just a sack so they could get the rain up. For their Barraskewda, which is the only thing that can beat Nihilego, I realized that I really don't need Nihilego anymore. And Barraskewda is just going to do a lot of damage, so I need Celesteela to come in here and tank the damage. Celesteela, unfortunately, gets a defense drop, which makes this a little bit harder to do, but nonetheless, we still have to do it. We're just Protect and Leech Seed stalling out the Barraskewda until the rain ends, hopefully fairly quickly. Use Liquidation again and gets another defense drop. So at this point, I'm deciding whether or not I need to switch out Celesteela for another Mon that I can sack it with, but we're just currently Protect stalling it out, a little scummy, but kinda necessary. Eventually I decided to switch Celesteela into Guzzlord to tank the liquidation damage. And I thought about going back to Celesteela, but I realized I kinda need Celesteela in order to beat Rillaboom. Especially if I cannot get off Blacephalon. But the Barraskewda goes down to natural damage. They go into the Amistar here and Shell Smash, which I think is fairly weird because I could have just Drain Punched them once and they probably would have died. Meteor Beam with the Power Herb is able to KO Buzzwole here. Well, they also have Earth Power for Circuitry, so Circuitry is not able to take a hit like I was hoping it to. Blacephalon, thankfully, though, is fast enough to KO the Amistar, which makes the opponent real confused, and they go, what? And then, seeing Rillaboom come in here, I send in Celesteela, because it's really the only thing that can help here. They U-turn on Celesteela, but I go for Toxic on to the Urshifu, and Urshifu has an ability that lets it hit through Protect, so I see no point in protecting it here. But we do Air Slash, and that does a lot of damage, and Urshifu will die after the next turn. Surging Strike is going to kill Celesteela, but it's going to die to the toxic damage, and because I have Blacephalon and they have an Urshifu, we just go for Choice Scarf Flamethrower, and that is the end of that battle. Alright, so now that I showed you some battles that went well, let's hopefully have some battles that don't go as well, as in live matches with this team. Let's see if we can go 4 for 4. Alright, they have a very interesting spread. They also have some Ultra Beast. Also Barraskewda. I wonder what's going to set up the rain. Maybe the Zapdos will. It kind of makes me think that they're going to lead Zapdos. I think the only thing that Nihilego fears here is they're not going to lead Barraskewda. I think we could, yeah, I think Nihilego is the Pokemon that needs to start here. Okay, they lead Barraskewda for whatever reason. Do I think I could tank this thing out for one hit and then kill it with Thunderbolt? Okay, they flip turn, and that does kill me. Frick. Okay, they go into Diggersby, which means that I'm gonna retaliate with Buzzwole. Let's get our Dragon Dance up, hoping that Diggersby doesn't have a move that can hit Buzzwole for a lot of damage. They might go into the Blacephalon here. Okay, they go for Fire Punch. It's good for us. Now we can do this. I'm going to Drain Punch, even though they could go... If they go into the Blacephalon here, that'd be very bad for us. Okay, they decided not to. I'm kind of expecting the Blacephalon to come in here, because I think even with the 1.5 times speed, it should be fast. No, the Zapdos came in. Okay, are we faster? No, if it's max speed, we're not faster than the Zapdos, and it probably wants to Hurricane. This would be a good time to still have that Nihilego. Let's go ahead and Guzzlord. Okay, it decided to discharge the Buzzwole, which is less than ideal. Let's go for Toxic on Zapdos, just in case it has a nasty plot setup set. Okay, it Toxic'd me back. That's less good for me, but also less good for you. Let's just start using Dragon Claw. Okay, it goes into Corviknight. Corviknight probably has Body Press, but would they really risk me? I feel like they would. Let's just go into Blacephalon and see if we can deal damage. Alright, you're going for Stealth Rocks, which means that this was a good time to try and get Blacephalon in. Let's just flat out go for Flamethrower. Okay, it doesn't kill. U-turn. And I go into Barraskewda. Is it worth me taking Stealth Rocks damage on the way back in? I think it is. Let's go into Guzzlord here. It's going to take damage. They go for Flip Turn. And they go back into Corviknight. Interesting. They probably want to Roost here. But I don't think I have a way that I can stop that, really. Let's go for Scald, see if we can get a burn to make this thing do less damage. It's kind of the whole reason I have Scald, is that so we can get a burn eventually, at some point in our lives, hopefully. They're just gonna keep roosting, which is heckin' annoying. Okay, probably, maybe not. Alright, they're gonna Brave Bird down Guzzlord. We didn't get the Scald Bird on the 2 times that we used Scald. Let's go into Xurkitree, who could get set up a little bit and maybe try to help us. With Thunderbolt here. We should be faster than it. Whatever comes in is definitely going to take big damage. And I don't think they want that. Oh, the Thunderbolt didn't kill the Corviknight. Really? I didn't even get to U-turn. This might be... I think I have to hope for Thunderbolt here. They have Earthquake on Barrascuda. That stinks. Okay. Let's go into Celesteela. It's gonna take some damage here. What do we even do now? Let's Leech Seed, I guess. Okay, they flip turn. Go into Corviknight. We Leech Seeded. The Leech Seed will kill the Corviknight. We get a little bit of health back. But now they just have, yeah, the freedom to go into Blacephalon and absolutely mess this up. Any chance that we live one of these attacks? Okay, Blacephalon goes for agility, so now we can't outspeed it with our choice Scarf Blacephalon, which is not great. Let's go for the Protect here, just to wear it out a little bit. Does that Fire Blast? I feel like we could live one Fire Blast. So I'm gonna have to Air Slash here. Come on, please. Ooh, we're going for Calm Mind this turn. Okay. Okay, that's good for us. Do we Protect this turn, or do we Toxic, knowing that they might attack us? Or knowing that they might Calm Mind. I think we have to Toxic this turn. Ah, they Calm Minded. Let's go. Get Toxic. Get Toxic stalled out. Let's Protect. And I'm going to Fire Blast. And down goes the Blacephalon. Okay, so now our Blacephalon is in a much better spot. They have an Electric type in, though. But I don't think one Electric type move is going to kill. Okay, they go out to Barrascuda. Who probably just wants... to flip turn and leave. If you go out to Buzzwole here, that would be hilarious. Okay, they went back to Zapdos like they probably should. They could, if Zapdos has Roost, this become a very long game very quickly. I mean, I got Leech Seeds. Okay, they're gonna Discharge. Oh, they got the Para on Discharge. That's so bad. And it's good for them, but bad for us. Can we just get the Protect off, please? Deal enough damage to this thing where can eventually die to one Toxic. Okay, so now they have to Roost, which means that we should Air Slash if they want to live this turn. Okay, they Discharge. That's fine. Zapdos is going to die this turn. Okay, but now the problem is, how do we beat Barrascuda? Which is something I don't know. It's only revealed Flip Turn and Earthquake. If it has Psychic Fangs, it might be able to beat Buzzwole. Should go for Toxic. Yeah, we have to kind of take the KO there. Let's go into Buzzwole. I think we have to hope that 2 Leech Lives is enough. Or we could Dragon Dance, see if they go into their Buzzwole. I don't know. They did reveal Liquidation. I don't know if Earthquake is normally a move that Barrascuda gets. So they might have a TR. They definitely revealed that they're not Choice Banded, Choice Scarfed. But we're not outspeeding it even if we Dragon Dance, so it's not really worth it. Let's just Leech Life. Okay, they flip turn. They're going to go into their Buzzwole. I think it'll be a speed tie now. Now I wish I Dragon Danced. So, our Buzzwole isn't even max speed. Dual Wing Beat. Oh, please, Dual Wing Beat, just kill. Please just kill. Yes! Okay, our Dual Wing Beat killed. We get our attack buff off with Buzzwole. Now, Leech Life should do a lot. They Psychic Fangs. We don't get flinched by Psychic Fangs. Leech Life kills the Barrascuda. Let's go. Good game. Ooh, okay, this is a very tricky team to deal with. I don't know where there would be a 5th move except for maybe Zeraora and Urshifu. And, well, anything here can have a 5th move, but what makes this most sense to give a 5th move to? Is what I'm trying to figure out. Let's just start off with Guzzlord, because they have 2 electric types and a grass type. Okay, it's Coco. Does Coco have... Is it going to Dazzling Gleam me? It's probably going to Dazzling Gleam me. Let's just go on to Nihilego. Nihilego will be able to tank the hit. And there's not a lot of things on the enemy team that like taking a Meteor Beam. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, yeah, Urshifu Rapid Strike comes in. We are maybe fast? Ooh, we could be faster. If it's not, oh, it's Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet kills botched my Nihilego both of these times. Let's go into Buzzwole, who can maybe solve all of our issues in life by Dragon Dancing. Okay, going to Tapu Koko. That was probably their best option there. We really don't have anything to hit Tapu Koko except for Ice Punch. Maybe Earthquake would be a better move to have on Buzzwole to try and beat electric types like this. I don't know. Maybe... Well, Leech Life did save us in that last fight, actually. So did Dual Wing Beat. I don't know. Buzzwole kind of needs a 6 move now that I think about it. Oh, they decided to go into Urshifu Rapid Strike. Okay. I think they stalled out the terrain for whatever reason. I'm gonna go for Drain Punch. Okay, they decided to go back into Tapu Koko to set up electric terrain again. Drain Punch does a good amount. Let's just use it again. Why not? Or, realistically, we could try to Dragon Dance again, which might make us faster than Tapu Koko by a little bit. And also allow us to 2-hit KO it. Okay. They're doing some weird Urshifu swapping right now, so we're gonna take advantage of that, and I'm just gonna go for Drain Punch over and over again. We're now at double speed and 2.5 times special attack. Does this allow us to be fast? We should be faster than the Hawlucha if it doesn't have an item. That allows it to be faster. Oh, it's Unburden Hawlucha. Duh, I didn't think about that. It's Unburden Electric Seed Hawlucha. Okay, how do I deal with this now? This is an actual problem. We could use their own electric terrain against them just to make the Hawlucha switch out and lose its boost, but I feel like the Hawlucha has a move that can kill Circuitry here in one hit. Yeah, they were trying to bait me into killing either the Urshifu or the Tapu Koko so that they can get Hawlucha in here. But if they go into the Mamoswine, we probably go into Celesteela, and then... Well, okay, yeah, they go into Mamoswine, which is a good move. That gets rid of a lot of the things that we did not like. Celesteela gets to come in here. It's not affected by the high horsepower, and electric type is probably coming in that I want to stall out, so let's Toxic it. Okay, Tapu Koko is coming in. It's already at pretty low health. I feel pretty safe with trying to stall this thing out a little bit. It might go for Volt Switch. So I'm not trying to decide who I want to go in here. I think we could take a... yeah. Electric terrain, I don't know if we can take a hit from it. Let's Protect. Should make the safe play and Protect. Okay, you're gonna Volt Switch. Do you assess the probability that I could go into Guzzlord and then Dazzling Gleam? Or are you Scarf? You could be Scarf. Let's take the chance whether or not it's Scarf. Okay, they Volt Switch. That still does a little bit of damage, but at least now the Fairy type is out of the picture. Hawlucha's coming back in though, but now it doesn't have its Unburden to protect it. We could try... Actually, I guess we really don't feel fear Hawlucha with Celesteela on the field. And now that Tapu Koko is on a timer, it's not going to appreciate being on a timer. Hawlucha does have Sword Stance still, but we have Air Slash. Look at the Hawlucha one-hit KOS with +2. A lot of things, probably. A lot of things it could. Will they assess that they could die in one Air Slash, though? I don't know. Gonna be close. Okay, they decide to substitute again. We're still going for Air Slash. They think that we want to status them. I just want to deal damage to the Hawlucha. Okay. Close combat does hit. Computer's kind of lagging a little bit. We Air Slash, we killed the Hawlucha. That's pretty good for us. We got a defense buff somehow? Oh, okay. We got a defense buff off of our whatchamacallit, Beast Boost. Let's Protect so that we get a little bit of leftovers back over. They tried to taunt us with the Protect. Let's go into Guzzlord so that they can't do that. They decided to Calm Mind, which is kind of annoying. They think I'm going to try and status them on Zeraora? I don't know. But Calm Mind's kind of scary. Don't taunt my Guzzlord. Okay, they decided to go for Ice Beam. We get to Toxic them down with that. I'll do some damage over time. We can't take another Ice Beam, can we? It did 42.5% last time. I might just sack Guzzlord here because I don't really need it to beat anything else. I feel like that's a smart play. Yeah, let's just Dragon Claw here. Okay. They Ice Beam. That's fine. Oh, Showdown is heckin' lagging today. Okay, so the game You saw my browser was lagging there a little bit. For some reason, it just closed me out of that browser, so I lost that game. I feel like on that though, that's a pretty good to end. I don't know how that battle would have ended. We would have gone to Celesteela there, protected, probably have swapped into Xurkitree to try to deal more toxic damage to the Zeraora over time. I don't know if the Zeraora could have O-code. The Zeraora did have Ice Beam, so that makes me think that that was its TR. I think with Earth Power, we would have been able to KO the Zeraora at that point, but they might have gone in a... I don't know. It's hard to tell how that battle would have gone. But, yeah, sorry to cut this one a little bit short, but it's going to be Ultra Beast with 5 moves. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, maybe consider leaving a like on the video, and even consider subscribing, because both of those things help me out an absolute ton. And, my subscriber analytics are probably on screen, so... Oh, and if you like this video, maybe consider clicking on another video, because I want to make 2 other Pokemon Showdown videos this month. So be on the lookout for that, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.